Good day everyone. Another day, another lesson we'll have. Today, our topic is regarding the laws of exponent and operation on polynomials. After this video, everyone is expected to remember and execute rules and properties on the laws of exponent and solve operations consisting of polynomials. Before we begin, let's have a quick look on what we know about polynomials and on how exponents work. Starting with the basics. First is in adding or subtracting monomials, we add or subtract only those coefficients with the same or similar variable and exponent. We have this example here. We have 4x squared plus 2x. Since they have different exponents, they can't be added. So it still stays as 4x squared plus 2x. But the second one, it has the same exponent, so this can be translated into 2 plus 2 or 4, then we'll copy the variable. Same thing with the subtraction. Here we have 4x squared minus 2x, still cannot be, so we'll just rewrite that, 2x, and the second one can be, so it can be 2 minus 2 is 0. You cannot put x because the coefficient is 0. Now on the multiplication. In multiplying, we multiply the coefficient and add exponents of the same variable. So we have here 4x squared times 2x. So there are no strict rules about this. Just multiply and add the exponents. So we have 4x squared times 2x, so 4 times 2 is 8. X is raised to 2 plus 1 from here. It will become 8x cubed. The next one is 2x times negative 2. So negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Then we'll just copy the variable. Now on the division, we divide the coefficient and subtract exponents of the same variable. But just a note on this, that when dividing monomials, both having a coefficient, a variable, and exponents, we subtract the smaller exponent to the greater or the bigger one. So here's an example. So we have 2 raised to 5 over 2 raised to 3. So this will become 2 raised to 5 minus 3 over 1. Why? Because we subtracted the smaller exponent to the bigger one. That's why it's up in here. So it will become 2 raised to 2 or 4. But how about this one? The greater exponent is on the denominator. So we'll be doing just the inverse of this. So 1 over 2 raised to 5 minus 3 will become 1 over 2 raised to 2 or 1 over 4 or 1/4. Now on the exponents, we're done with the polynomials. Now on the exponents, on their exponents. In adding and subtracting monomials, we don't change anything in their variable, their exponent. We don't change. In multiplying, we add exponents of the same. I repeat, the same variables. And in division, we subtract them. But how about in this situation? When an exponent is located outside a parenthesized polynomial, what will we do? Simple. We just distribute the exponent to each term, making the inner exponents be multiplied to that one. So here we have an example. Ax squared multiplied to, or that is raised to another 2. So first is we just distribute the exponent. So a raised to 2. And that will make the inner exponents be multiplied to that number. So this will become x raised to 2 times 2. And the answer will be a squared times x raised to 4. So that's it. Having those basic knowledge makes us now ready to solve polynomials with more terms. Are you ready? So let's start now with the addition and subtraction. But before that, may I just put this in here? So we have the OAS. First is the operation. We need to solve first what's on the right of the operation. Next is to arrange. Arrange from the greatest or the biggest exponent to the constants. And next is to solve like how we should solve exponents with the same or similar variable and the exponent. Now we'll start. I have here this. So negative 4x plus 4x cubed plus 7 plus 3x cubed minus 9 minus 3x. So first is the operation. We'll just copy what's on the left. So that's negative 4x plus 4x cubed plus 7. Positive times positive is still positive. 3x cubed. Positive times negative is negative 9. Positive times negative is negative 3x. So next is the arrangement. We arrange from the biggest exponent. So here we have the biggest. So let's start from left to right. So from 4x cubed plus 3x cubed minus 4x minus 3x plus 7 minus 9. So we will solve this because they have the same variable and exponent. So we'll just solve 4 plus 3 is 7. We'll just copy x cubed. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. We'll just copy. And positive 7 minus 9 will be negative 2. So that's how we solve in addition. Same thing with the subtraction. We have here we have here 8x squared minus 3x minus 5x minus 5 minus 8x squared. So first is the operation. We'll just copy what's on the left. So 8x squared minus 3x. Negative times positive is negative 5x. Negative times negative is positive negative 5. Negative times negative is positive 8x squared. Now on the arrangements again, we from left to right, we need to see the highest or biggest exponent. So we start from here, 8x squared plus 8x squared minus 3x minus 5x plus 5. And we're gonna solve this. And since 5 has no other companion in here, we'll just put it down automatically. So 8 plus 8 will be 16. We'll just copy. Minus negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8x. So that's our answer in subtraction. Now we're done with this in the addition and subtraction. We'll move on to the multiplication. So in multiplication, we have here this. So remember in multiplication that we multiply the coefficient and add exponents of the same variable. So in here, we multiply this. 9 times 2 is 18. And the variable is x, and exponent will be 3 plus 2. Plus 2 times 5 is 10. Then we'll just copy because they are not the same. X cubed y. So the answer will be 18 x raised to 5 plus 10 x cubed times y. Next example, do you still remember the FOIL method? If so, here we can use this. It can be used in here. So, but in this case, we'll be using a table. So we'll just put x and negative 2 as this, and x squared, negative x, and positive 3. We'll just multiply with this to this. So x squared times x is x cubed, negative x times x is negative x squared, positive 3 times x is positive 3x, Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative x is positive 2x. And positive 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So we'll just leave this behind first. And we'll just solve this 2. So that's it. So we'll copy this. X cubed negative x squared minus 2x. It will be negative 3x squared. Positive 3 plus positive 2x is positive 5x minus 6. Now we move on to the division. So we'll start from the easiest one. We will be using the supply method again. So here we have 4x raised to 10 minus 5x raised to 9 minus 20x raised to 4 divided by 4x squared. So we supplied the denominator to every numerator in this one. So have 4x raised to 10 divided by 4x raised to 2 or 4x squared minus 5x raised to 9 over 4x raised to 2 or x squared minus 20x raised to 4 over 4x squared. Since these two have the same coefficient, we just cancel that out. And remember the rule that we subtract the smaller exponent to the bigger one. So this will be turned in here, become x over 10 minus 2 over 1. Since 5 and 4 cannot be divided, we will leave them like that. But remember the rule that exponent to the greater or higher. So we move this in here. So x 9 minus 2. And here 20 divided by 4 is 5. Remember the rule, x 4 minus 2 over 1. So the answer will be x raised to 8 minus 5 x raised to 7 over 4 minus 5x squared. That's it. So the last part on this, the division, we will have two ways on solving it. We'll tackle that now. So here is the equation. So we have 4p plus 3p squared minus 1 divided by p plus 4. So the first way on how we will solve this is the common way. That we use this sign. So we put p plus 4 as the denominator then we will arrange this according to their exponent. 3p squared plus 4p minus 1. So let's just think of numbers that can be subtracted to 3p. So it can be 3p. Then 3p times p is 3p squared. 3p times 4 is 12. And since this have a negative sign, this will become negative and this will become negative. So this will be cancelled out. Positive 4 minus 12 will become negative 8p. So we'll bring this one down, negative 1. And let's think of a number that can be added to negative 8. So we'll become negative 8. So we become negative 8p minus 8 times 4 is 8, 16, 34, 32. This become positive and this become positive. Cancel out. 1 plus 32 is 31. So the answer will be 3p minus 8 plus 31 over p plus 4. So what's the other method that I've been telling you? I know you still remember, or it is familiar to you, the synthetic division. So in synthetic division, we just change this sign into negative 1. We put that there and we just move the coefficient. We just need the coefficients in this in arranged form. So we just need positive 3, positive 4, and negative 1. So just bring this down. So positive 3. Positive 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. Negative 8 times 4 is positive 32. 32 minus 1 is 31. And because we have p squared, squared minus 1. So we'll have 3p minus 8 plus 31 over p plus 4. So that's it. We have the same answers, yet there are different methods. And that's all for what I will want to discuss to you today. And here we have a take-home activity. So I want you guys to answer these 5 operations. So the first is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the loss of exponent on the underside. So that's all. Thank you for watching for today's video. I hope you learn much, and we'll see you on the next video.